What up, everyone? It's another time for another Gameshow stream, and this time is world history. It's well, I actually put a lot of questions from different cultures and part of the nation's history. So this is not only include like American history, Swedish history. This includes basically any country in the world of the knowledge that I have, since history is one of my big passion actually, and so yeah, originally it was 110 questions, but now it's I said on Discord it was 202. Not anymore. It's 203. Well. It's a Knuckle Brothers.
Look at this guy clicking so goddamn quick.
I know it's great.
What?
Yo, what's up?
So yeah, I had to come up with uh 93 questions just in 1 hour. Give or take.
Damn.
Yep. So from originally
That's
110
very
to
quick order, I
203
guess.
actually.
I don't know.
Just to mention, some of the questions is actually involves disasters, conflicts like loss of number of people, war, but no mention of blood, something like that. But just me mentioning that if some people or my viewers may not handle any of the topics of battles, losing of lives like that, since we don't know if one of our viewers may have someone in the family that were part of some big war, say like invasion of Iraq or the Vietnam War, Second World War, or any those conflicts. And so I'm sorry
Here
that
comes our
any of my
dad.
viewers may
Hmm.
what. So I'm sorry one of my viewers may had some uh, very hard to listen to some of the questions when it involves uh, battles or lose of lives, but I'm not going to into to so graphic in that. Just saying it's only mentioned the number of people that were died of battles, conflict, disasters, or anything like it. So, and some of the questions when it comes to the numbers like that, it can be pretty insane, and it depends on from which uh well it is. And just mention that part. And I decided to wait for the Gameshow stream to start to the questions until if someone else is joining in, since Dash is here, well, was in the comments, but he might show up here just a moment or so. So, wonder what else is gonna happen. Not sure if Malachi is joining in or if Lord joining in. And the two brothers are muted at the moment, so that's great. So what have you been up to though, Roy, game guy? Excuse me. Again, as always, let me guess. Steak. Well, what else has been happening over here? Not much. autumn just started and getting colder for each day, and yeah, it's pretty much it. I really haven't done much today. It's been pretty cold today, so I only went outside once. We do actually have a storm in Sweden right now, but not in the part where I live. This one in the most southern part of the country, but we do have some of the effects of the winds. Well, may not the same strength as a storm is, but as decent enough. Well, well, well. Look, 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 look. Our friendly Peanut have finally showed up.
Oh, guys, the reason why
Yeah,
I
the
said yeah.
yeah the brothers are eating at the moment, so that's why they're muted. Oh, never mind.
Uh, uh, yeah, I have. Well, about my situation. This girl, she's like, that was that's not good because I've experienced in the past when girls like ignore me, they're either trying to keep a secret relationship hidden or they're making excuses up why they can't talk to me or whatnot. I can understand if she has job experience that she does, but she doesn't do it every day. You don't do job experience every day because it could wear you out. But I'm thinking that the girl I used to date, which is now my friend, back to being my friend, and there's this girl that I was talking to you guys about. She changed my life around. She said she's going to be able to talk to me every single day that she can, make time out of the day that she can, which is actually making me happy.
Is she the same person that you told us, like that you told me, um, who is hasn't talking to you on the mic or even show yourself like that? Is the same person or a different one?
A different one, but I can
All
trust
right.
her. She's 3 years older than the other girl I used to
Yeah,
date.
because that one, as I told game guy Malachite and Lord in when we played cards yesterday on Discord, um, is that we didn't know much anything since you never actually heard her voice or never
Mhm.
seen her on like a FaceTime or a
Mhm.
photo. So like we were like I was like, what if that he's been catfished the whole time? But there was another maybe there's potential reason why you never actually heard her voice or never saw her. Is it might possibility that she might have just been not confident about her self appearance or her voice? And
Yeah,
it's possible because it happens to a lot of people who may not have the same confidence enough to be showing themselves in on the face or even the voice, as we know from Game Guy's experience, because he's not very comfortable to say show or confident enough to show himself in streams. So
yeah,
that is an example, and this
it's
happens to many people.
yeah.
And
It's
I
kind of like how I don't show my face on live streams, so people don't just instantly ask me out, or
yeah,
I'm trying to
exactly.
keep my identity hidden. And right now, I'm letting you guys know that pretty soon I'm going to be doing a very expensive trip with my host home provider, my roommate, and a friend of ours. So I'll let you guys know either a day or two ahead of time when we're going to leave the house
Um,
because I'm going to go
where
on
are
a
you?
what?
Where are you going?
Uh, on a cruise.
Nice.
Yeah,
I haven't I haven't been on a cruise for maybe more than 10 years or so. I don't know.
yeah.
It's just
I've never
sometimes
been on one.
sometimes when I was younger, when we were on cruise, like Um, like this when I was in the early teenage years, like say 14 or 15, like that. I was so bored, and sometimes of those halls that you have, game halls like a small arcade, they're usually I couldn't go there. Not because of my parents wouldn't allow me, but also at times like 99.9% of the time they were always occupied. So I spent most of my time just walk around or even took the elevator up and down as a try to keep myself occupied. I mean
Yeah,
they even had slot machines, but you had to be at least 18 or though to play those. But
yeah. Now you have to be 21 and older.
here's the funny thing though. I literally walked up to this one of those machines and I just pushed the button and some other coins literally came out of it.
Damn.
Yeah, that was lucky though.
Yeah,
Um,
and now, now cruise ships, now they're making machines that don't spit out coins. They're making
yeah,
machines that are credits, and the more credits
well,
you have, the more
yeah, there are some.
money is worth.
Yeah, there are like some like similar machines on the casinos or something like that.
Yeah,
But
they
yeah,
some casinos keep the coin machines, and some casinos have coin pushers. And when you put a
true.
coin in, you can possibly win more coins than you put in,
Yeah, and
and cash
especially
that you put in.
yeah, and especially in Swedish cruise ships, when they go to like say Finland or any other countries in Europe, they have this off the machines on board that will if you have your own country's currency, you can just plug it in and receive euros, which is the current state of the currency in most of Europe, and not in
Yeah,
my country though, which is
yeah,
not
in
too bad.
yeah
Not too bad though, because
in the U.S. you have to transfer your money into other countries' money. But I heard if uh, for the cruise ships, I heard you win more money that you put in, because if you transfer the money to the card and you win a lot more money,
hmm.
you could basically win thousands of dollars because you're out in sea. When you're out in sea, it's worth more money. You could
Yeah, that
win.
makes sense. And the funny thing is, but even as if you're a tourist, if you're like it's like say, if I had if I had say 10,000 on me and traveled to US, I would have not to been I don't have to declare any of those money. But if I had more than 10,000, I definitely would have to declare that. Unless
Yeah,
I like, but it is just like that.
but when you transfer some country's money to US money, it's worth more in the US.
Well, true. I mean, like this, like say, if you have $100,000 in the US, and if you were to travel to my country, that wouldn't even be a 100,000 anymore.
No.
That would like that would be 10 million. I mean, the numbers will be added some more because uh, I mean, of course, different country, different currency, the value of the market. So
Yeah.
as always, but the numbers is always this difference. Like say 10,000 there, it'll be like 100,000 here, or $5 here there is like 50 here. So,
Yeah, in
but the market, but
when you go to Mexico and you have 10 euros left, or whatever it's called, $10 in Mexico money, if you transfer it to the US, it's basically 10 cents.
hmm,
It's worth 10 cents.
yeah,
So
I think the
some of those countries, but if you're on a cruise ship, I heard if you win money on a cruise ship, it's worth a lot of money, thousands of
mm,
dollars. I
yeah, I
mean,
think they actually I think they use pesos. I mean, I don't know if that's sure if they're the same currency anymore,
yeah,
but
pesos, and sometimes they have bill cash too. And when you go back to the US, you only get change, and that's it, because they don't support Mexico money
true.
transferring into US, because
Yeah,
they're
that
not
makes sense.
actually they're not US state. But if you're
Hmm.
out in the sea, and you win a lot more money you spend on your uh you win a lot more money that you put on your card. It's thousands of dollars you could transfer from the cruise ship to US money.
That
Thousands of
would make
dollars.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
Um.
cool.
Yeah, it is. But even if you were transferring money from your own, from your own home to say someone's account overseas, for example, it can cost you a little bit. There's always a fee that you have to pay,
Yeah, yeah.
but I'm not. But I don't know if there's like a if you would pay say if you were to pay the transfer 10,000, if you have to pay something, but if I don't know if this involve if that include if you transfer just say $100, $50, or if there had to be inserted a large amount of money in transfer in order to have in this fee, or if that
Hmm.
had to be in all the type of transfer. If you're even if you transfer, let's say just $5, I don't know if that would include as well. I mean,
Mm.
but I don't think that the transfer uh, much as I don't know if a transfer within the country itself. Let's say if let's say if Roy will transfer some money from his account to a relative that lived across the country, I don't know if he is if has if still had to pay for the fee within the country
Mm.
itself, or if it just only involves the country outside the US. But here's the thing: if that's true, that if it's free to send transfer money within your own country to other people like that, I believe it would also include other U.S. territories like Guam, Puerto Rico, because since they were still part of U.S. territory, I think it is still worth being included in that. But if you were to
Yeah.
transfer outside of the U.S. territory, like say from Hawaii to say China or something,
Mm.
that may have to been to pay some fees. But I'm not so certain on that. I'm not law expert in this. I don't know if you still have to pay fees even if you transfer money within your own country. But if
Mm.
it isn't that, if there's not involved anything like it, maybe not. But I'm not so certain on that. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not an expert of when it comes to like that. But it's as it is.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's pretty cool how the cruise ships could work on their own US money because most cruise ships are owned by the US states.
true. And
And
here's
and the more money you win on the cruise ship, the more
mhm.
US money you get because when you're out in the sea, it's worth more money and you can't gamble when you're on the dock or when you're certain feet. If you're 6 feet out or 6 miles out or whatnot out in the sea, you
Well,
can go
true.
to the casino and
Unless
stuff.
it unless you refer to international water territory, which that means no one can claim any of that. And some people actually have thought of transform cruise ship into floating cities as a way to well reduce some of the population problems in different countries. Like, but it's there is of course always a one small problem with that. If you have to remain in one spot the whole time, okay, no problem because they can always to have since most of those ships can easily convert the system that convert used toilet water to the drinking water again. But if they're traveling around into different places to resupply, you have fuel. And it seems even a large cruise ship can have a limit of how much fuel. But of
Yeah.
course, that depends on. I mean, that depends if they decide to dock one of those cruise ship near an island or mid outside of town itself or something.
Yeah, and
But
some nowadays they're reusing the seawater for toilets, showers, and everything like that because once you shower, you can't have your own soaps because you could kill
exactly,
the fish. and you have to
Yeah.
use their specific soaps.
And about that, transferring convert seawater to fresh water is also a process that most countries in the world are doing, like Saudi Arabia, since they don't have any freshwater lakes or anything in the country, as far as I know. But the
Hmm.
process is costly. But according to this, an estimation of a UN report, with the next, I think it was around 2030s or 2050s, they estimate that I think it was a third or a fifth of the world will have a very much shortage of freshwater supplies.
Yeah, and I've seen a video where they replaced the pistons in one of the cruise ship's engines, and those pistons are huge, like so
Ah, well,
big.
without a doubt.
Yeah,
But anyways,
and then I also seen a video of how they replace the rivets. They want to
Um,
keep the rivets the same as they did when they started to make the Titanic and stuff. They want to keep the rivets the same, so they
hmm
use something to heat up those bolts, and they
well,
melt. The outside is uh, round, and it looks like it's been
we
made
ain't gonna
into it.
we're gonna get to the
yeah,
game show portion of the game show stream, are we?
yeah, we are. And about that, even over Titanic, though,
Hmm.
it's according to a story that one of the few reasons that the Titanic was able to sink is because they believe that there was a fire, which actually happened. That there was a fire in the construction of Titanic, which had weakened the bolts on the hull, which made the hull easier to be hit by the iceberg, and made it sink. But
Yeah,
it's
and
not. But
one of
unfortunately,
the
it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed if that was the main reason. I mean, if
yeah,
there
there's so
were,
many
they probably
stories
would have.
about that.
Yeah, if there were the cause, they probably have been had probably had replaced that with some new ones or something.
Yeah,
It's just
and
that.
and also and also the Titanic sunk because the iceberg was so freaking solid that chunks of it, there were
Yeah,
sharp
true.
edges of it that sunk,
Even
ripped
though,
open the metal.
even though that the captain on board the Titanic was aware that was iceberg in the vicinity of that area when they were traveling to, they have been reported of that. But even so, if they had lights from the Titanic's halt, and they could have easily spotted the iceberg, and they could avoid the collision, even that.
Yeah,
But
and
sadly,
and I heard they used so thin of metal on the outside. Yeah, you're not going to
yeah.
be able to survive that because if you use so thin of metal, you're not going to survive that.
hmm
Nowadays, cruise ships have layers upon layers upon layers of
Oh
metal,
yeah,
but
yeah,
the more
true.
the metal, the more the metal gets used, worn out by the sun, or even seawater, you have to dock for about a year or
Repairs.
two for repairs. Yeah, and I'm glad they have backup cruise ships of the same
Well,
exact ship.
yeah, yeah. But here's
Yeah,
the thing,
because
though. Here's the thing. Despite there are multiple, even though they have one cruise ship that has been in a dock for say for maybe 1 or 2 years from repairs, even that there's only a limit to how many those can be in the dock being repaired for multiple times. Eventually, that cruise ship had to be scrapped entirely because
yeah,
even despite
because
they
there's
can be
so much damage to it.
yeah, while that orders had or it had served it long enough. It's
Yeah,
like a one. It's like the one as many other ships around the world. I believe it's one mil and one U.S. craft, one U.S. ship that was deliberately sank to be as a man-made reef.
yeah,
Oh, hold on
and
here.
hey, Brony. Um, so yeah, I've seen a documentary video of them sinking some of those ships, but they had to scrap a lot of that stuff out of there. They had to
Well,
remove
yeah,
the
yeah, but
gasoline.
here's the thing.
They had to
A lot
remove a
of
lot
the
of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of the interiors may have to be scrapped. That depend on what type of ship it is. If it's a cruise ship, a lot of this interior could have perhaps been reused other ships. But if it's a military ship, that's easy understandable. There are a lot of things in that that had to remove, like say animation or oils that not being to be any hazard to the environment. And there
Hmm.
were in fact even a man who wanted to build an exact replica of Titanic, exact copy of it.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, it had been put on hold for a number of times. More than not to be more delaying. Are you guys ready to be playing around?
I'm ready when these two are. These two knuckleheads. Just kidding.
Game guy, Roy, are you awake or are you dead?
No, they're eating at the moment. I think they could.
Dashi bored us to death. I'm sorry.
Not the
I'm
only one
kidding. I'm
though.
kidding. No, we're still here.
yeah.
Well, let's start so before the tattoos tired.
Let's see
Who's
how
gonna
many
play this?
questions I could get this time.
Two on the free actually. Added one more.
I know, but I'm talking about how many questions I could get right.
Who knows? Who's
Sure.
gonna
Yo,
be
we
as
wait.
a
No, come on. We doing teams?
who's gonna be as the team though?
Oh,
I could do
hi
one of the
Kyle. Hi.
brothers again.
Hey Kyle, how you doing? Oh, doing good. You're being my teammate. I'm sorry.
Uh, um, I could be with one of the brothers if they don't mind, but if not, I'll be with Brony guy.
Otherwise, it can be game guy, Roy, and Brony as a team against Dashi himself. Three against one.
Hmm.
Nah, just kidding.
That ain't being
That
fair. So,
would have been fair. That would not unfair. But
Yeah.
um, that depends if Brony's gonna play it after all. Sometimes he hasn't even played. Brony, are you
Sometimes
gonna
he
play?
play. Yeah. Sometimes he plays in the comments and answers the question.
Yeah, Brony, are you gonna play?
He said yes. He
All
said
right.
white E.
Yeah. So probably Dashi and Brony can be at his team otherwise, or if one of the brothers want to play with Dashi.
It's up to them. I always let them choose, and one of the brothers are okay with it.
nah, I'd rather be with Kyle.
All right
All
then.
right. All right, then I'll be
Um,
with Brony guy.
well, since the brothers can go, how about this? Use a D20 to see who's got the highest and the lowest at the start. I think that's a probably good option to do.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. If the game brothers are okay with it.
Yeah, sure. Kyle, could you go into the points?
Sure.
Oh yeah, the dice. They have dice, so it makes it fair.
Roy, good
Man,
sir. You got dice.
Yes.
Thank you, my good man. Well, Roy never promised he wouldn't use the D20, so he's just gonna use it. I'm not, but you're not using your D20. No, you'll be the D20 for us. Oh joy! All right, Dashi, call it high or low.
Low.
All right,
Hello, can you
that
go?
that is high. Me and Roy going first. They're laying on the 13.
All
Oh
right.
well.
Before I start, I was thinking of perhaps doing since next time's gonna be Scooby Doo, which is be 200 questions. And that is Halloween, but it's gonna be two Gameshow stream copied quiz actually. One of that Malachite's gonna be the host of for 200, unless that's gonna be just 180. Um, and the one that I'm going to use is actually based on a movie. that I have seen a few times myself. And look, who's in the comments? 3 against 1 Swedish, more like 4 to 5 against what? With the brothers using the dice, it's yep, Malachi is in the
Well, I'm not
comments.
using mine, so really it would be a 4 against 1. But
Alright, let's start.
anyway, get in here, Malachi.
Mm, true. If that he wants to play.
Hmm.
Anyways, number one for the brothers. When was the Roman Empire traditionally founded? A. 853 BC. B. 553 BC. C. 753 BC. Or D. 653 BC.
Oh wow,
Malachite,
look
you're
at
right.
that.
Malachite, it's pretty good. Four, 5 against 1.
I'm rolling my dice. I promised Reach I wasn't gonna use mine, so I'm just gonna randomly choose. You know what? I'm gonna go with my old strategy. I'm just gonna go with C. I swear to God, if you get all the right with C, I'm gonna lose my mind. So I put C out of my. Yep.
You
Chop my
said
cups.
C, right?
I'm choosing mine. Hold on. There you go. All right, I'm going with D.
D, wrong, exactly C. 753 BC.
Well, there you go. I
Well,
swear to
actually,
God, if we
but
win because of this guy,
well, here's the thing. Traditionally, it's by the history of that it was founded in 753 BC, but historically was around 509 or something, because that was empire as a kingdom first until they changed to republic. Let's say if the reason why the monarchy was changed, I think it was the king's nephew that did something to a noble woman who at in the act commit suicide because she didn't want to be ruined of her family reputation. And the public, well, let's say they were furious. So they literally chased out the whole royal family out of the Rome quarters, which is true. Hard times these days. That time.
when it's
Okay.
me, when it's me and when it's me and Brony Gamer, I was thinking Brony guys or something from the name of our
All right
group.
then. Okay. Number two. When did the Western Roman Empire fall? A. 350 AD. B. 476 AD. C. 250 AD. Or D. 580 AD. Yeah, here's the that. The empire was once united, but it split in half. Western and Eastern Empire.
Hmm. Whose turn is it?
Yours.
All right. I'm gonna go with a wild guess and say C.
D.
oh, see.
C.
C.
C. Yes.
Uh, okay, Brony, what do you say?
Let's see what he goes with.
Who knows? Do you go for 350 AD, 476 AD, 250 AD, or 580 AD?
He said A.
Is it A? And you
Yes.
said A and C? Wrong, exactly. B. 476 AD.
Bam.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's a long time ago. It's for a lot of there were a lot of instability in the empire. I mean, they were big, and
Dang.
It was so big, there were many provinces that they had the governors to control the areas. And I do believe during that time, they actually had not just one emperor. That I believe, in just during the time before they fell, I think they had what 50 or 20 emperors. It's just one that time. It was a lot of people, and most of them didn't even last less than 1 year. Either they were voted out, or killed, or assassinated, or you name it. Back then, it was quite a normal, common thing to do. Ugh.
I like
Number
that.
three,
I like the idea where me and Brony choose a letter so we could get a chance to get points. That's pretty smart.
mm. Number three, trick question for the brothers. Were the Clovis people first in America? Yes or no?
No. Yes.
Ding ding ding. Correct. Exactly. Yes. They
Which
arrived to
one was?
America. They arrived
Which
to
one?
America.
Oh,
That was about Clovis people. The
oh,
first
it was
people
a
that,
yes or no answer.
yeah, they were the first
Ah,
people that arrived to America 13,000 years ago.
ah.
Number four, hard question for you and Brody. When did the Neolithic Revolution happen? Um, A, 15,000 years ago, B, 11,000 years ago, C, 12,000 years ago, or D, 18,000 years ago?
Hmm.
Um,
Let's see what he's gonna answer with.
just to be mentioned, Malachite actually in the comments, but yeah, um, just before I want to add him in, but I didn't do that because his name wasn't actually his one of his profiles. Since some reason he had actually used his full name, real full name, but it changed now. So good
That's
thing too.
good.
Are you gonna play Cinnamon?
Let's see if he does join.
Mm. Have you thought of the one uh, game show stream idea I had where you can allow them to go with both yes or no, or you can say you have to go with either yes or no, and have to agree on one of those for those types of questions.
Hmm.
Let's see what gamer bros. Uh, uh, let's see what gamer got. Brony
Um,
bro.
but I might not join until you know there's an open space. But I think I'll sit back and watch besides working on the Scooby Doo quiz.
All right.
You could mute.
This is
You could mute. You could mute yourself, Malachite, while you do that.
um actually this is actually your and Brownie's question.
All right. What is the answers possible?
15,000 years ago, the question was, when did the Neolithic Revolution happen? A, 15,000 years ago, B, 11,000 years ago, C, 12,000 years ago, or D, 18,000 years ago?
Hmm. I'm gonna go with D.
Brony said, you said D,
Yes.
18,000?
Yes.
D, wrong, exactly C, because Brony said C, it was 12,000 years ago.
Wow. At least
Yeah,
he got us a point.
that was actually the time when most of our ancestors back then
Um.
start to be using human farming actually.
Right. Dashy, what do you want your teammate name to be?
Um. Brony. Uh.
Oh,
Bro-
Content Grape Juice Dreamers.
No, it has to
Nah.
be. It has to be something with Brony because we're both into My Little Pony.
Wait. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got it. 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 I got it.
Oh
Got
my
it. I got it.
goodness.
I got it.
Mhm.
I got it. What is that
Dude,
word? I know what. I know exactly what word it is. I'm trying to think of it right now. What is the word? What is the word? What is the word? Roy, help me out here.
Okay, while
What's
he's
up?
taking care of that, I will be muted for a bit.
I know what it is. I know what it is. I just can't remember what it was. I got the name right
you'll eventually remember it. All right,
here. I can't even think of it. Oh my! Hold on. Wait.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna be muted for now.
What is it? I know what it is. For this is important to be able to look at this. Brody Brigade. Mwah! Look at that. Brilliant. I'm really proud of that actually. I gotta mess with their name the whole time, aren't you? It's just what I do. Maybe I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Right, I'm back. Did I miss
Brody
something?
said he'll be right back.
What did you know?
Oh no, sorry, Dashy. That's Dashy said that.
All right. Well, since they're since both said since they were C in that question, so whew. Number 5 for you, the brothers. When were the Roman Empire's biggest during its highest at its peak? Um, A 100 AD, B 117 AD, C 120 AD, or D 140 AD?
I was just gonna keep going with this. C final.
All right, Mr. Gambler, calm down. All right.
That D20 is going to ball up at some point.
Yeah, probably. I'm going with B final.
B.
Yep,
Is it B
that's
or
what I
D?
said. I said B.
I love that one. I love that name.
B and C. C. Wrong, exactly. B 117 AD.
Hey, oh.
Roy gets it right. All right.
Dang it! Where in the hell is the opening on this thing?
Yeah, the
All
Brody Brigade.
right then. Okay, next hard question for Brony and Dashi. How old is the world's oldest man-made structure? A. 8,000 BC, 8,000 years old. B. 9,500 years old. C. 6,000 years old. Or D. 12,000 years old.
I'm gonna guess D because I think that's the oldest.
B. 9.5.
Well, for me, it's D.
Ah, D. Okay. So I thought you said B. That depends on what Rome. That would depend on what Brony says.
True, but remember we could both have an answer and try and get a point.
True.
I think that's fair. We both say an answer and try and get a point, so it's much more fair. Like the brothers have done, they have done two different answers and still got a point, which is actually pretty good. I think that's fair because if
Yeah.
we say something different, we should still be able to try and get a point with two different answers.
Well, we have been using that system for a while now, and honestly, I never even expected a Gameshow stream will be this well popular among more friends, and that came up with so many topics. But
Yeah,
you said uh s- D. Brownie, what do you say? She said D. Both D. They didn't correct exactly. D. 12,000 years old.
wow, that was my random guess. Finally, my random guesses work.
And that structure was actually found in Turkey.
Hmm. Is that our
But no one,
second point?
yeah, and,
Cool.
and this one, no one knows exactly what it's used for. That was actually a lot of time before humans started being permanent settlers.
Oh,
We were
uh,
still nomads, and no one knows what this place was originally for. Some believe it could have been a temple, or maybe some sort of, I don't know, a grave site for their honored the ancestors, but no one knows for sure. And since that was so long ago, the secrets may not ever never been revealed. But it's still there, 12,000 years old, and it's still standing. And we learn more about it each day.
was it
All right,
was it a home, a work building, or a garage, or what was it?
no one knows.
Hmm.
We got lost in 12,000 years old. Okay, a 12,000 years old car. Okay.
Uh,
Oh my god.
that would have been crazy if they found a 12,000 year old car and it still runs. It's kind of
Hmm.
like when they used to make hot rods. Most of the people still have the body and hot rod engines being made
All right.
because people want to buy those bodies and cages and stuff like that so they could still keep the hot rods alive or even those
Yeah.
popular cars.
Unless they were like the Flintstones car with a stone wheel. That was a
That's funny.
okay.
That's
Okay,
funny.
number 7 for the brothers. When did the Vikings raid the English monastery Lindisfarne? A. 540 AD, B. 793 AD, C. 820 AD, or D. 950 AD.
C final.
No strategy's that hard.
A final.
Um.
Swedish.
Wait. What was it? Wait. You said C and B,
That's an A.
A and C, right?
Yep.
C ain't wrong. A ain't wrong. It's actually B. 793 AD,
Damn.
and
What?
that is
All
the
right.
start of, and that's the same year at the start of the Viking Age.
Hmm.
Okay, number 8. Hall question.
All right.
How big were Teotihuacan's population during its peak? There's a city in a pre-Columbian Mexico. Uh, A 50,000, B 95,000, C 200,000, D 150,000.
I say B. Let's see
You
what
said
Brony
B.
guy has. Yes. Let's see what Brony has.
And this city was actually occupied by the Aztecs. But I'm
Oh.
not so sure that, yeah, but I'm not so sure if they were the original builders of the city or they just simply found it.
Uh,
Brownie, what's your answer?
A, B, C. Oh, he says A.
A is A.
It's A?
And you said
Or
B.
what was? Yeah, and I said B.
A and B ain't wrong. It's actually C, 200,000 people.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of I wanted to go for that, but I didn't know if it was the right one, so I just went with my gut and did B.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. 200,000 people.
Wait,
That's
did they get it
more.
right?
Yep. No,
No.
no, they didn't.
Right.
And
Oh, never mind.
this is actually when that city was had that 200,000 people, that was even much more than that was even more people than Rome had at the same time.
And that would be more than what they have in the US because it
Hmm.
has over 50,000 people.
Well, they believe, I believe that around the time Columbus arrived to America,
Mhm.
they estimate around 60 million people live in America by then,
Hmm.
all Native Americans.
Damn.
But eventually, the number dwindled. Oh, well, due to
Yep.
the fact of uh, unknown diseases for them. But anyways, number 9. How many dynasties were there in ancient Egypt? A 31, B 35, C 36, or D 34?
I'm going to have to go with D.
There's the brothers.
Oh, my fault.
I'll go with C final. I'm just gonna go with C every time.
D final.
C and D, wrong. Exactly. A 31.
Dang.
Oh, I would have been wrong
Mm.
too.
Number 10. When were our ancestor Lucy discovered? A 1972, B 1975, C 1978, or D 1974?
Hmm. I haven't gone with A, so I'll go with A for my answer.
Yeah, and this is actually Lucy was actually named. you know, when the people that found her remains, they were actually listening to a Beatles song, "Lucy in the Sky." That was the
What?
name. Yeah, so that's the name Lucy came to.
Huh.
It's pretty weird, but it's amazing story. What do you think is the answer, Dobroni? Is it 1972, 75, 78, or 74? You said D. You said A and D. Eh, wrong. D. 1974. Ding, ding, ding. Correct. Exactly. D.
Wow. 3 points now.
Number 11.
Now we're tied.
Number 11 for the brothers. When were Neanderthals discovered? Well, their skeleton remains. A. 1852. B. 1858. C. 1865. Or D. Wait. 1856 or D. 1865.
It's C final.
I'm gonna go with D. Final.
C and D.
Yep.
Wrong. It's actually B. 1858.
Damn.
Oh well.
Number number 12. When were Treaty of Paris signed? A. 1793. B. 1773. C. 1783. Or D. 1763.
I'm gonna go with B for my answer. Final answer.
All right. Brownie, what you go for? Did you say D? That's you. What would you say?
I said D.
Both D and wrong. It's actually C. 1783. It was the same year when Britain officially declared England, America as independent.
Damn.
Oh wow! My brother's first hard question. Number 15. When were the Russians? When were the Russian Tsar family Romanov executed? A. 1920. B. 1918. C. 1914. Or D. 1922.
Cal's been bizarre, so I'm gonna roll for both of us. C. Final. Well, I guess that's what
C.
Cal would normally go for. So.
C.
Yep. I'm going for D or B. That answers for Kyle because he's been out bizarred. But yeah,
B and
that's what
C.
we're going for. Yeah.
C ain't wrong. B. They didn't incorrect. It was actually 1918.
Ayo. There you go.
There were.
Look at that.
Here's the thing about this. There were rumors. There were rumors that Alexei, the son, and Anastasia had survived that massacre or that execution, but unfortunately, it didn't happen. It just in early 2000s, I think it was 2008 or 2009, when they finally confirmed all the family had been found um, in the woods. They were shot, and their body was dumped in a hole in the woods, and they poured some acid or something on their body so that it would be hard to identify them. But they have been found and buried in a church in Russia and have been declared as saints. And Nikolai, he was supposed to be the next Tsar. Um, Not only the family was killed, but the servants and the personal doctor as well. Okay, number 14. How long did the Inca Empire last before it fell? A. 105 years, B. 85 years, C. 95 years, or D. 75 years.
I'm going B.
This is Brony and
Oh,
Dash's question.
whoops. Never mind. Ignore that. Go for B for fun. How about that? Ah, jeez.
I'll go with B.
Uh, Wait, did you say B or C?
I'll go with B.
B. Brony, what do you go for? He said A. A and B. Wrong, exactly C. 95 years. It it was sucks though. I mean, the Incas, they were the most mysteriously people that built something. They built Machu Picchu. But here's the thing: when they built the city, they built the stone blocks on top of each other, and it's so tight. Not even a blade from a razor can even put through that. And they even use mortars. They even use anything. They used stone blocks on top of each other without anything between. And like, how did that be possible? No one knows. It's a mystery. Number 15. When did the American colonists declare themselves independent from England? A. 1763, B. 1776, C. 1745, or D. 1768. And this for the brothers. Excuse me.
To make it fair, I'm gonna continue. I'm just gonna say B again, just to make it fair for everyone else. So I guess I don't know. But I'm just gonna continue to go with C.
B and C.
Yep.
C ain't wrong. B incorrect. Exactly. B. 1776. I never thought that you guys even knew this. I mean, come on. I thought that every single American knew at least when a country was declared as itself independent. I thought that was everyone knew by at least.
I'm just going
And
with
Cody
C because I
Dragon.
think it's funny.
All right, Cody Dragon in the comments. You also been mentioning this in less than a week now. It's actually Cody Dragon's birthday, so I'm actually starting going to work on a
Wait,
store for him. So it's I haven't started on it yet, but I will just after the stream is over. I don't know how long this is gonna last though. Anyways, number 16. How long did the Great Depression last in the United States? A. 14 years. B. 15 years. C. 12 years. Or D. 18 years. And this is for Brony and Dash's question.
Whose turn?
Yours.
Alright. I'm gonna go with A.
You go with A, 14 years.
Yes.
Um, Brownie, what do you go for? 14 years, 15 years, 12 years, or 18 years? He said A, both A, wrong. It's actually C, 12 years. The Great Depression, it was dark times for the country's history. I mean, thousands of people lost their jobs, and this was also the height of time when a lot of people started doing moonshine in as a way to survive. And you see that happened. I don't even go that far myself as occupation. I didn't want. If my country had a finance crisis, I would even go to be doing anything such illegal stuff like moonshining. Oh, no way. No rest for doing that. Okay, number 17. How long did the American Revolutionary War lasted? This for the brothers. A, 9 years. B, 5 years. C, 6 years. Or D, 7 years. And this is a word I prefer called as American Freedom War. I mean, it's basically the same.
Continuing on with my C parade.
Will he ever not go with Steve? Find out next time on another exciting episode of Game Show Stream Z. Alright. I'll go on B, final.
The Professor hasn't gotten C again.
I'm impressed it's so cold. I'm impressed it keeps getting B. Aye.
You go with B, and what do you rather go for?
I'm going with C.
As usual. B and C, wrong. Exactly. D, 7 years.
Oh well.
Number 8. Number 18. How long did the War of Roses last? This was actually in England. A, 20 years. B, 26 years. C, 18 years. Or D, 30 years. And this is actually Brony and Dash's question. Dash it.
Who's turning it?
Yours. How long
Um,
did the War of Roses last? 20 years, 26 years, 18 years, or 30 years?
hmm, I'd say C.
Is it 18? Brony,
Yes.
what do you say?
He said A.
That
Oh,
was another. That was the older question, I think.
oh.
Uh, Wait, did you say A for this question, Brony? Yeah, he said A. So both you said he said A and you said C. Wrong, exactly. D, 30 years. And this was, I believe, it was actually around the 1400s, and so 30 years long war. That's a pretty long one. Be glad though that like the Second World War didn't last for 30 years. Boy, that would have been this really a long time. Okay, for the brothers, hard question number 19. When did Orville and Wilbur Wright flew their first plane? A, 1908, B, 1905, C, 1906, or D, 1903? If you guys don't get this right, I will smack you both.
What was the question? Can you repeat Zine Creston, Sir Swedish?
When did Orville and Wilbur Wright flew their plane for the first time? A. 1908, B. 1905, C. 1906, or D. 1903. If you don't get this right, I will smack you both.
Hold on, I have to think. This is where my memory comes in handy. You're asking when they first flew, right?
Yeah,
That's what you're asking?
yeah, pretty much.
Alright. If memory serves, that should be 1903, so I'm going with whatever that is.
That's D.
Alright, I'm going with D.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I trust him. I'm going with D too.
For once, I'm gonna need to smack you. Ding ding for exactly 1903. The flight of this first time, I think was about 27 seconds or almost like a minute. And a lot of people tried to make flight before them, and a lot of pilots didn't even make it afterwards. Some actually didn't even survive. I'm just saying but what they did sparked actually marked of a new era of flight. Like if they never tried, who knows if the planes would even have been used in the First and the Second World War and the airlines that we have today if they never existed. So if they would have been traveling in the future and they're seeing all this, I do know they will be felt so proud of their efforts had led to this all this wondrous development. And I'm just saying it's impressive for Brony and Dashi. Uh,
All right, guys, uh, before you continue this, don't say it out loud because it's not good for all ears. But while you're doing that question, I'm going to tell you something that is outrageously stupid and it should be against the law. Go for it, Swedish.
Number 20, trick question. Was there a truce during the World War One that British, Germans, and French soldiers celebrated Christmas on the front lines together? Yes or no?
What were the answers?
Yes or no? This is a trick question.
Oh,
Is
I
it
say
about
yes.
if you say yes? So, Brony, what
Yes.
do you say? Do you think actually a truce happened during the World War One that British, Germans, and French soldiers celebrate Christmas on the front lines together, even though the war was actually still going on, but they decided to make a temporarily peace? Well, Bronis hasn't even answered, so you said yes. Ding ding ding,
Yes.
correct. Yes, it did.
And
And
he
Bronis said
said,
yes.
brother, he said yes
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, and it actually happened. And I actually saw this on Wikipedia. Uh, Descendants of the soldiers that fought in the war, I think it was a German and a British man, they actually reacted that event. So it's amazing. One simple holiday managed to break peace, even for only 1 or 2 days during that particular global war, especially at the front lines. I mean, come on, that was just amazing. Ah, it it was just it was crazy. Ah, number 21 for the brothers. How long did the First World War last? A. 4 years. B 6 years, C 5 years, or D 7 years?
Um, I'm pretty sure it was 3 years.
You said 3 years. That was not even an option. For 4 years, 6 years, 5 years, or 7 years.
No, I could have sworn it was 3. No, whatever. I'm going with 4 then.
You said A. Okay, Roy, what do you go for?
On rolling the dice. D final.
D.
Oh, is that your question? Yeah.
D ain't wrong for A. 4 years. D didn't correct exactly. Only 4 years.
Brony, you don't
1914.
get any points for answering it right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That was actually between 1914 and 1917. And it that war itself alone, compared to World War II, it's it wasn't pretty. I believe there was one of the sites actually used mustard gas for the first time. Ever since then, it's it's it was horrible times that time. Okay,
All right,
number
I'm
20.
about to send it. Don't tell anyone. Just tell me if that should be illegal. I think that should be illegal.
Huh?
Period.
Yeah,
Period.
I won't even know.
Hmm.
Okay, number 22 for Brony and Dashi. How long did the Aztec Empire lasted in Central America? A 154 years, B 168 years, C 176 years, or D 200 years?
Hmm. I would say D.
You said D.
Yes, D. Final answer.
Brony, what do you say? Is it A? Oh, excuse me. I'm a little tired today.
He said
A,
A.
A and D ain't wrong exactly. C 176 years. Okay, assuming at least the brothers know this one. A, number 723 23 question. What year did Mayflower arrive to the New World? A, 1640, C, 1630, C, 1620, or D, 1600? If you don't get this one, I will definitely slap your asses. Or slap you in your face.
Please. Flakes. Flanks. Flanks for prony term.
Say the answers again.
1640, 1630, 1620, or 1600?
You couldn't wait.
I really couldn't.
That's okay.
What?
How's it look?
Hold on.
Yeah, even I knew this one. As a, they actually even I know this was certain. They actually made a replica of that ship recently. Well, some years ago to celebrate the 400th anniversary of that happened.
Hey, YouTube made a recent change to their viewing. Instead, so when you click on the video, a red line appears. But when the video goes back to full screen or goes back to view um, without the skip and all that stuff appearing, when that goes away, it's a gray line underneath. So you could tell if it's a live stream or how much time you have left in the video.
Hmm, that's weird.
It's a pretty cool feature they added to their app.
All right. So, the brothers, what is your answer? 1640, 1630, 1620, or 1600?
Was 1920 one of the answers?
What?
Repeat the answers.
6A, 1640, B, 1630, C, 1620, D, 1600. And I won't repeat the same answer again.
Understandable. C final.
I too am gonna go with C because I know it's C.
C,
Maybe he'll
ending.
repeat it. Maybe he'll repeat it once, but that's it.
Yeah, but they were correct. Though 1620, when the Mayflower did arrive to America with the pilgrims from England. Good thing too, because if you didn't know that, I would definitely have slapped your faces so hard I left a red mark.
Have you guys heard of Have you guys heard of a YouTuber named Raptor?
Nope, I haven't.
YouTuber Raptor. He makes so many cool videos.
Hmm.
He sometimes goes live stream too.
Hmm. Number 24, hard question for Brony and Dashi. Let's see here. What year did United States buy Alaska from Russia for $7.2 million? A. 1867, B. 1856, C. 1872, or D. 1890?
You guys there?
Yeah, I'm still there,
All right.
but
If
it
it
is
was our turn, if it was our turn, can you repeat it because I lost connection, and now I'm back.
okay.
Sorry about that.
24, hard question. What year did United States buy Alaska from Russia for $7.2 million? A. 1867, B. 1856, C. 1872, or D. 1890?
I'm gonna go with C for my answer.
Use it
Oh.
C.
Yes, final answer.
Uh, and you want to know the sad thing, Srish?
What?
It's too bad I wasn't playing along because I do know this.
Yeah, I knew at least that Russia was selling Alaska to uh, America for at one point. I didn't even know. I wasn't even aware of exactly what year, but when I looked at, I was like, okay. But for a price of $7.2 million, I wonder how much the Indie worth is today in market. Probably 10 times. Who knows? But that's said C, right?
Correct.
Brony, what do you say?
Mm.
He said D.
Can I?
C and
Can I
D.
have? Can I do this one, Srish? Because I think I do
Yeah,
know this.
yeah. Go ahead.
C and D is wrong. If I remember right, it's actually A 1867.
Is correct. It's actually
Holy
1867.
crap! Holy crap!
Yeah. And if I were to say this, Russia, they really missed out a big deal there. You know why? Because years later, around 1890s, the gold rush happened, and they found tons of gold, and later they found tons of oil in the area around in the coastline. So Russia, they lost a big deal on that part. If they had known that oil existed there or the gold, they have been much more in the profit on that. So selling it for $7.2 million.
And if I remember right, with the Alaskan oil pipeline, Canada tried worming its way into it because if oil was found in Alaska, and they were trying to get to share with us the rest of the U.S. states. Well, I don't know how they managed to get it to Hawaii, maybe by boat, but with us as the lower 48 outside of Alaska, that oil going through towards us, Canada trying to say, no, it's ours. No, it's ours. And I'm like, no. Unless you manage to help us find it, we ain't sharing any of this crap with any of you.
True. And I'm also surprised though for one thing. Since Alaska is more closer to Canada than the actual United States is, I'm surprised that the Canada never claimed Alaska as their own part. I mean,
Well,
if you could see, I mean, if you could see from at least if you look on the map, Alaska is more closer to Canada than the actual United States is. So I'm surprised that Canada never claimed
okay,
Alaska as their own.
but let me ask you this: do you really think Canada actually broke the law? Because Alaska's part of us, the U.S., and we claimed that order before they did, but yet they somehow think, oh, because you build property on our land, we're going to take that stuff from you.
Hmm.
They
Oh,
didn't.
that makes sense though.
If they started, if they started interfering with that operation stuff and saying, oh, this is our not because you're building it on our land, we're going to claim the stuff and use it for ourselves.
Good point.
Because
Okay, next.
that's completely wrong. You don't interfere with one country's claim and say, oh, because you claim it and it's on our land, bitches. It's in our country, one of our U.S. states. We claimed it, you didn't, so you have no right in saying.
Yeah, it makes sense. That would have been the same thing if there were any U.S. territories like Puerto Rico or Guam, for example. If they've made some discovery like that, who knows? Probably should continue here. Number 25 for the brothers. How long were Sequoia inhabit? Sequoia is a Native American settlement. A. 200 years. B. 600 years. C. 400 years. Or D. 800 years.
I'll roll in the dice for this one. I'm just gonna go with C.
Hey, the last, the one that Malachi answered, was it for Brony Brothers, Gamer Brothers, or us?
Did we count that? Because
You said
Malachi's not
Gamer Brothers
playing.
8 points
Well, technically,
because
yes. Since he knew the answer, so and he asked for permission to answer, and I said yes, so that counts.
I know, but whose turn was it though?
Yours.
Oh, so
Uh,
Gamer Brothers did 8 points by accident.
Now that question though about the who actually when who how
I mean,
much
by
from
accident,
what.
we got those legitimately.
Oh, they probably forgot to add the point to us.
Yeah, because the one of the question about Alaska was yours, and since do both of you said C and A, the C and D, which were wrong, it was actually A. Well, actually, Brony said D, and you said probably C or B, but I don't remember. Um, but yeah, uh, Kyle said C, and but you say Roy.
I'm saying A.
A, wrong. C, 400
I
years.
didn't just get
It
an
didn't
A. I got a
correct.
super A. So
It was 400 years, so C. Number 26. Trick question for Brony and Dashi. Were there a settlement in America with 20,000 people before Columbus discovered the New World? Yes or no?
Um. Okay, so I'm gonna guess C.
It's a yes or no question,
Oh, I'm gonna guess yes.
right? Brony, what do you say? Oh, both said yes. Ding, ding, correct. Exactly, yes. And that was actually Shakoya. And that is the biggest settlement before even Europeans even arrived America, which has 20,000 people. And that was the most inhabited place in America before Europeans' contact. Consider that.
Cody. Cody thinks he could win $10,000. I wish you luck, Cody.
Well, you never know.
True,
You never know. I mean, you can win $10,000 or maybe 1 million.
true. If I
You never
won
know
ten
that.
thousand dollars, if I won $10,000, I would give my if I won $10,000, I would give my sister $1,000 worth of Roblox gift cards, and I would give my mom about $1,000 worth of Starbucks gift cards.
Hmm.
Because my mom is a
If I win that, if I win 1 million, I'm gonna give you that Malachite and the brothers 1 cent each. The rest of the money go to the $5. Nah, just kidding. I don't know what to do. I really won't spend much on the money anyways.
sorry about that,
Okay.
guys. I lost connection again.
Hmm. Number 27 for the brothers. When did the Viking Age ended? A. 1066. B. 1086. C. 1096. Or D. 1106.
I'm just gonna go with C final.
Really? Uh, Thank you. All right, I'm going with D final.
D and C ain't wrong exactly. A. 1066. Oh, bye, Malachi.
Well,
Number 28. How long did the American Civil War last? A. 5 years. B. 8 years. C. 4 years. Or D. 7 years.
If it's ours, I'm gonna guess A.
5 years.
Yes.
Brony, what do you say? Really good piece of monsters.
He says A.
Both A ain't wrong exactly. C. 4 years.
Huh.
1861 to 65. So 4 years.
Dang.
Yeah. But the thing is, being glad it was just one civil war. You know, what if there could have been another civil war now during the time of when Trump was the president? Just imagine if there could have been a civil war between them. That would have been the most shocking and I don't know the outcome of that. It's just
I think the one new one that's in the White House, I don't think he's making a good choice on raising
uh,
taxes and everything like
Biden.
that.
Biden.
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
Um,
in the
he's
beginning, and
making bad choices.
in the beginning, I was very much trustworthy to try to Biden to be in to try to improve the country's after Trump's mistakes of what he done during his presidency as a president. But it turned out even Biden lost a lot of confidence around the people there. So I say I have no confidence anymore of Biden. I'd rather be
I,
having other Obama.
there's
I'd rather
one
have.
thing. There's one thing he's doing. He's raising taxes so he could take most of the money.
I'd rather say this. I'd rather have Michelle Obama as the president, or even
That would be
Barack
cool.
Obama. Yeah, but
That would
either
be
Barack
cool.
Obama
But
or Michelle. Yeah,
the
either
new,
Barack
the
Obama.
new, the new guy that's trying to become a president, he's wanting to make the country a lot better now.
Well,
Then
they've been saying Trump as is currently is trying to get a new election against again, but we will see when the next time happens.
yeah, Biden
It,
was pretty good until he
okay.
screwed up, and then
Mm, true.
Trump was way better.
Yeah, makes sense of that. Number 29. This is for the brothers. How long were Japan closed for outsiders? A. 165 years. B. 186 years. C. 265 years. Or D. 242 years.
Is it for the brothers?
Yeah, it's for the brothers.
Uh,
If they can finally get up and wake up, knuckleheads.
Did I hear the faint sound of bullshit coming from this general area?
Pretty much.
That must have been Dashy again. All right, whatever. C final.
You said C. Roy, what do you say?
I'm going with D final.
All right. Are you guys doing something after you muting yourself all the time?
Nope.
All right. Just asking. D. Wrong. C. Incorrect. Exactly 265 years. So for nearly for almost 300 years, the country was closed for outsiders. Well, technically, not entirely. There were only one place that they were still making deals with. I think it was the Dutch that was only allowed to be in the part of the country. But otherwise, no other country was not allowed until Americans forced them open the borders once again. Their gunships. That was just a little over dramatic, don't you, if you ask me though. Hard question number 30 for Dashi and Baroni. When were the first telephone invented by Alexander Graham Bell? A. 1876, B. 1858, C. 1868, or D. 1888?
I'm gonna go with D.
You said D. All right.
Yes, D.
Brownie, what do you think for? He said A. So D ain't wrong. A, did incorrect exactly. A. 1876 was as Alexander Graham Bell invented the first telephone. You see, when that happened, it was only like 8 phones that was actually manufactured the whole world. And just imagine those big wood box telephones mark the beginning of a new era of telecommunication. Now you can be standing in one side of the country and another one and another friend can be standing across the other side of the country and talk on the phone without actually having a cable on it. His phone eventually led to development of cell phones, and it's amazing how that technology just imagine it. I mean, if he knew of how his invention would affect the world outside years after he passed away, he would probably feel proud and amazed. Just a small wood box to everyone in the whole world have a landline, eventually a cell phone. It's amazing that happened. It's incredible. Number 31 for the brothers. This is a little bit a morbid question.
Well,
When, don't worry, not mentioning your blood or anything. When did Jack the Ripper killing people in London for a short time? A. 1884, B. 1888, C. 1890, or D. 1860? Excuse me.
I'm not just gonna go with C final.
You said C, right?
D final.
D.
Yep.
D and C ain't wrong. Exactly. B. 1888. I think it was about 6 or 8
Wait,
people that was
did
killed.
Brony and did Brony and Dashy get a question right?
Yeah, telephones? No.
Yes, actually, yes.
Really? Ah,
Yeah, yeah. Brony guy said lucky.
oh, right. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. I just tired. My brain is still doing what it usually do. Anyways, number 32 for Brony and Dashi.
Fair
What
enough.
year?
You've got 7.
What year did the San Francisco hit by a bad earthquake? A. 1911, B. 1908, C. 1906, or D. 1912?
Whose turn is it?
Yours, Bronies.
Um, I'm gonna go with C.
B.
C.
C. Brony, what do you go for? D. D ain't wrong. C. D incorrect. That's actually D. 1906. It was a bad one. Number 33 for the brothers. How long
Wait,
did the
one moment.
Egyptian how long did the Egyptian civilization last? A. 3,100 years. B. 3,150 years. C. 3,120 years. Or D. 3,160 years.
C.
C. All right. Um, is that for
That's my
both of you
answer.
or just one?
What?
Uh, A final.
A ain't wrong. C. Ding correct. Exactly 3,120 years. And as is one
D.
of the longest, that is one of the longest civilizations that last. Well, except for Sumerians that lasted for close to that. Number 44. When was Sweden's only colony in America founded? A. 1638, B. 1632, C. 1640, or D. 1642. This is for Brony and Dashi.
All right. Hmm. I'm gonna go with B this time.
You said B, all right?
Yep.
Actually, sorry, Brony, what do you say? He said A. A, wrong. B, incorrect. It's actually B. Only 17 years. So nearly 20 years. Number 36. Yeah, 36. For the brothers. When was Stonehenge built in United Kingdom? A, 4500 BC. B, 3800 BC. C, 2500 BC. Or D, 3900 BC. Excuse me.
C final.
C, all right. Roy, what do you say?
I'm going with B final.
B or D?
I'm going with B.
B,
Yep,
wrong.
that's a
C,
B.
yep, it's C. Stonehenge was actually
Yeah, there you go.
Stonehenge was actually built in not at one of the same. If you've seen the stones right now, that was built. That was actually the last stage. So they built the monument in different stages over years. Um, K for Dashi and Brony. Dashi, are you gonna still continue to play?
Well, Malachi could take my place because my phone gave me a warning that it's close to overheating, and I don't want my phone to get too hot.
That depends if he can do it.
That's true. I'm waiting for his response. But for
So it
now,
means
we can answer it until he responds.
so. Number 37. When did Chinese invented the gunpowder? A. 6th century AD. B. 1st century AD. C. 9th century AD. Or D. 5th century AD.
I'm gonna go with a random answer and say D.
D.
Yes.
Right. Brony, what do you say?
He
He said
says
D.
D.
D ain't wrong. It's actually C. 9th century AD. You know, the first attempt for Chinese to go to the moon, it was actually one man who actually put uh, fireworks on a wood chair in order to try to fly up to the moon.
Huh.
It did fly, but the man was never seen again.
Damn. It blew up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh jeez. Oh
I
jeez.
mean, it's just people like them was like crazy at doing things.
Yeah. Trying to put fireworks on a rocket. You know it's gonna blow up.
Hmm. Or put yourself in a this giant cannon, and like, okay, light up, boom. Yeah, you
Yeah.
may either you survive and but you may not even go up as far enough to even to space, and like
Yeah.
because
And whatever you use in that cannon around you, if you don't have enough oxygen, boom, your body's gonna blow up.
yeah, human soup, yummy,
Yep.
yummy.
Or
Yeah, yes.
human gizzards up in space.
Mm,
Gizzards is what turkeys have, and most of the people for Thanksgiving use the gizzards in gravy.
Hmm. All right. Number 38. Hard question for the brothers. When were the writing system first invented?
Um,
A. 2000.
I thought the brothers were the odd questions, and Dashi and Brony were the even ones.
Question is it?
Well, they were. Yeah, they just went with 37.
Even
Wouldn't that make
numbers
this 38?
is yeah.
After all,
So
you
they
were the
took our
first.
question.
I don't know. Too tired even to think. Uh,
Let's
let's
just
Maybe you
keep
continue
shouldn't
with
going.
have
this.
done 202 questions then.
Well, I mean, I did 110 before. I just added some more today. Give me a slack, dude. All
You're
right, I
good.
I'm
think
just
it's.
saying, if you're tired, maybe you shouldn't have.
Well, people, this was fun. I will end the stream here. Bye.
That's not what I
Ah,
meant.
ah. Number
Yeah.
38, though. Let's just continue.
All right.
I don't. I don't give a shit anymore. Um, when was the first running invented? A. 2600 BC. B. 3400 BC. C. 4500 BC. Or D. 2900 BC.
All right, so if it's 38 and they took our question, I guess that means we get a double one. Yeah, all right, that sounds good. So we'll have this one, and then we'll have the other one, so we can get back to somewhat normal.
All right. So what do you answer?
This is 38, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, then that's what we'll do.
All right, I'm just gonna go with C.
Really? Had to re-roll. It gave me C2. And they gave me it again.
Do you want to use the red one?
Literally, don't stop giving me C's.
LOL.
God, the
That's
D20
funny.
is. I'm taking yours.
Well, the sea loves
I'm taking red.
the sea loves you so much.
Apparently, she loves you so
cursed.
much.
I'm taking this one. Please don't give me a C like mine did. Thank you. All right, A final.
A and C wrong. Actually B. 3400 BC.
Damn.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was gonna be C with how much the D20 wanted you to go for it.
Number 39
I'm taking
for
yours
the brothers.
until the end.
How long did the Minoan cult civilization on the island Crete last? A. 1500 years. B. 1400 years. C. 1100 years. Or D. 1900 years.
Hmm.
This
I'm
is
gonna
for
go
the
C
brothers
final.
again. C. All right.
I'm gonna go B final. Also, that's D20.
Both C.
He's going with B.
Ah, B and C. Wrong. Exactly D. 1900 years. Number 40 for Brony and Dashi. How long did the world's oldest city last before it was abandoned? A. 5,700 years. B. 3,200 years. C. 1,500 years. Or D. 4,200 years.
Hmm. I'm gonna go with A.
Right? A. Brownie, what do you say? He goes with C. C ain't wrong. A. Ding, 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 correct exactly. A. 5,700 years. So nearly 6,000 years.
Damn.
Number 41. Trick question for the brothers. Are the world's oldest city located in Turkey? Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Ding, 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 correct exactly. Yes. And that is actually the same city as the same question as Brony had. This particular city, there were no streets in it, and those houses, no windows, no doors. They logged actually walked under from the left the house from the ceiling. They
Oh,
have a letter. They have a letter attached to the against the house, and they walk up on it and use the hole as an entrance, and also smoke hole for their smokes and for fires.
huh.
So that the it was
That is
pretty
pretty
much.
interesting.
Hmm. But those houses were actually made of clay mostly.
Oh, the have you has any of you been to Lake Powell?
Uh, Say what now?
Well,
I
I
don't
don't
think
know if
so.
any of you been to Lake Powell, but Lake Powell has some an area where um those cliff homes, they made wood for stairs, and that whole area inside is their home. So I
Hmm.
don't know if that species of humans live anymore, but there used to be homes built into rocks.
Hmm. Never knew that. Learn something
Yeah,
new.
if any of you guys go to Lake Powell, ask for help to get to the area where you could go to the homes that were built into the rocks.
Hmm. Number 42 for the brothers. In which century did Sweden become a unified independent nation? A. 11th century. B. 13th century. C. 15th century. Or D. 16th century.
Oh, was our last question a correct answer?
Yeah. That was 40. And the brothers was. No, wait. Sorry. This is actually your question. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you didn't even answer that also. So, what is it for you, Brony, the Dashy? Is it
Right,
11,
right, right.
13, 15, or 16th century?
Hmm. I would say 11th century.
All right. Uh, Brony, what do you say? He said A. Both A and wrong exactly. B. 13th century.
Huh.
Yeah, after all, Sweden actually celebrated its 500 years anniversary as an independent country this year.
Dang.
Yep. Number 43. When was Sweden's capital city, Stockholm, become as a city? A. 1250. B. 1155. C. 1252. Or D. 1320.
Gamer Brothers.
That's
Yeah,
us.
it is. Yep, that's your question.
I'll go with
Uh,
A.
I'm gonna go with C.
A. By the way, Malachite, how many questions is this still gonna be 200 for the Scooby Doo?
Well, so far I haven't marked to 180, but that will depend.
I mean, If you're okay,
I
we'll just
will
only
let you
100.
know ahead of time when
Yeah, I was
the
only
quiz is
asking.
finished. Okay, 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 okay.
I was only
Well,
asking if it's going to use B200. That's all.
Mm, I originally had a mark of 210, but we'll see how it goes.
All right.
the closer we get to Halloween, the more we'll know how much there is.
Maybe you can do a 500 question.
Oh no!
Nah, that would be too long. To be honest, though.
True.
All
You
And
right.
don't say.
You
That'll
said
be the end all of
A
everything.
and C. A and C. A wrong. C incorrect. Exactly. 1252. Number 44. Number was it? Excuse me. When did England and United States become connected with telegraph? Excuse me. Oh, too much monster for me today.
I love monsters.
Same here. A 1846, B 1866, C 1878, or D 1848.
Mine or the brothers?
Yours. No, the brothers. Sorry. No, it's just yours.
Yeah,
All right.
because I was about to say they already went.
uh, hmm. I say B.
You said B. Okay. Brony, what do you say?
He says A.
No, that was a. Okay. A, wrong. B, deleted incorrect. That's actually 1866. Number 45 for the brothers. What year did we discover the continent Antarctica for first time? A, 1840, B, 1860, C, 1810, or D, 1820?
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
my
keep
Wi-Fi.
going with C final.
C, okay. Roy, what do you go for?
I'm going with the B final.
All right.
Malachi,
Hmm?
if my Wi-Fi drops again, will you take over because I'm tired of it dropping in and out?
Like a yo-yo.
Yeah, it drops in and out, and I don't want to keep bugging Swedish to repeat the questions if it's our turn.
Hmm.
Okay,
Sure.
so A and C, wrong exactly. D, 1820.
Damn.
Even though there actually is a map from the 1400s that's supposed to be showing of Antarctica, at least the part of coastline, which is weird. How's that even possible? Because I mean, if that map was made over 400 years prior to 1820,
And
okay,
and if that was to be done around 1400s, then who knows? Maybe there were other explorers out sailing before Columbus went out sailing.
true. Some people believe that that map is a fake, but who knows?
They
I mean,
cannot go assuming stuff like that just instantly.
well, to be fair, they even made a lot of maps of during the 17 and 1800s of uh, some islands that was supposed to be located north, very close to Arctic Circle, like in Arctic. Uh, I think this is one of those islands called Hyperborea, where supposed to be where the sunlight never goes down, and where people are, I think, around 10 feet tall. No wars, no, but they're all peaceful and long lived. But that place never exactly actually existed or never was real. So most of the part of the maps, like say the long lost continent of Mu or Lemuria, they are both like Atlantis, but both Mu and Lemuria were supposed
It
to be
dropped again.
located in the Pacific Ocean, but never existed.
Mm.
Okay, number 46 for Dachi and Brony. When
His
were
Wi-Fi cut out, so it's
yeah,
currently me and Brony.
when were Nessie first spotted in Loch Ness? A 565 AD, B 750 AD, C 890 AD, or D 1020 AD. Brown is at C. All right.
Um, can you repeat answers?
565 AD, 750 AD, 890 AD, or 1020 AD.
I'll say A.
C ain't wrong. A did it incorrect exactly 565. Allegedly, that's all. Okay, number 47 for the brothers. When did Nessie become famous scripted in the modern time? A. 1943, B. 1953, C. 1933, or D. 1963?
I'll just go with C final.
Oh my god, really? Thank you. Alright, I'm going with A final.
A. Ain't wrong. C. Did it incorrect exactly 1933. Hard question number 48 for
Just call them backup brigade.
Yep.
Cinnamon and Brownie. When were the fireworks invented by the Chinese? A. 5th century BC, B. 9th century BC, C. 2nd century BC, or D. 8th century BC?
Second century BC. I know this one.
Right, you said C. Brownie, what did you say? He just said B. But yeah, it's C. Ding, ding, ding. You know, making fireworks or at least a gunpowder. Oh boy, I don't tell you, it's um, you can actually do it yourself. I read somewhere that they're using ammonia from parts as one of the ingredients along to make one of the main ingredients. Um, in my country, people literally used the stables, the soil itself. They used the dirt underneath the stable where the horses took care of their number one business and boiled that in water and made it into a gunpowder. It took about 2 3 weeks in the process, and the smell, it's undescribable, like bad. Yikes. Number 49 for the brothers. Trick question. Were the first film invented in France? France? A. Yes or no? Sorry. Oof.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Ding ding ding. Correct. Exactly. Yes. Number 50 for cinnamon and brownie. When were the first motion picture movie invented? A. 1878. B. 1865. C. 1895. Or D. 1840.
Can you repeat? I was distracted by a noise.
Um, so basically, when were the first moving motion picture movie invented? 1878, 1865, 1895, or 1840?
I'll say 1895.
Is it C? Brony, what did you say? Is it A? A, wrong. C, incorrect. It's actually 1895. I believe the first movie they actually showed was about train. They had an audience. This was like a silent movie, have a small audience in front of them, and they had this screen and a train coming forward right for them or towards them, and the audience, well, they panicked because no one even before then had ever seen an actual movie. So understandable, they like to believe there was an actual train just moving forward them. Oh, that was hilarious. Number 51 for the brothers. When were Lona, Nyala, yeah. When were Nyolan, damn it, Yolan, when were Leonardo da Vinci's painting Mona Lisa stolen? A. 1915, B. 1940, C. 1911, or D. 1900?
Hmm. It's our turn, right?
Yep.
I think so. All right. I'm rolling my dice. I was just gonna go with C. It seems to be
Shocking.
working pretty all right. So yeah, C.
I'm gonna go D. Final.
D. Wrong. Exactly. C. 1911.
Yep.
And today,
Hey, if
if
it
you were to
works,
go
it
to see,
works.
I mean, if you were to go to see Mona Lisa today, you would notice they have a high security and it's protected by this bulletproof glass. But back then, it was no such things. It was only worth much for the art community. And most of the Mona Lisa wasn't much well known as it is today. And it was actually a one employee just simply stole it and it's handed to give to a man who wanted to sell that painting to another buyer. But like I said, this it was just like that because back then no one even believed much, didn't even believe that was worth so much. But after that event, the museum itself made sure that it will be heavily guarded. Number 52. When were the pyramids of Giza built in Egypt? A 2550 BC, B 2900 BC, C 2200 BC, or D 2300 BC. And this is brownie and cinnamon.
Hmm. Um, um, trying to remember. Did did you say 2560?
2550.
I'll I'll go with that as a final.
All right. You say A. Brownie, what do you say? Was it 2550 BC, 2900 BC, 2200 BC, or 2300 BC? Excuse me.
Whose turn is it?
Brony,
Uh,
answer.
well, if he doesn't
Oh,
even
what
answer
answer is
with,
that?
oh, he said D.
He's a slow answerer.
D ain't wrong exactly. A
Yes.
2550 BC.
And that was my
That had to do
answer.
for patience.
Yeah. Number 53 for the
Does that
brothers.
really? Yeah, it does because
When were the
Dashi's not here, so.
Number 53 for the brothers? When were the first glasses invented? Like those the best see better. A 11th century, B 15th century, C 13th century, or D 16th century.
Real quick, did you actually think we didn't know what glasses were?
No.
Because at least you have some faith in us. Let's see, final. Kyle, I got a 1.
You're good.
How
A.
things will change. Oh, at least I got a super A.
Wrong. C 13th century. D incorrect exactly. C. Three
Works for me.
question number 54. Three question for Brony and Cinnamon. Is there any of the other ancient seven wonders except the Pyramid of Giza still around? Yes or no?
This is a yes
Did
or
it,
no.
yeah, it's a yes or no question, Brony. if there are any of the ancient seven wonders except the pyramids that's still standing around. He said yes.
He
What do
says
you say?
yes. He says yes. I say no.
No, they did it incorrect. Exactly, no. Unfortunately, there aren't any others.
If only Earth wasn't such a cruel ass planet with
Yeah.
earthquakes and fires.
Um. Well, here's one of the things. One of the seven wonders wasn't destroyed by any natural disasters. It was destroyed by man. That was a mausoleum, a tomb. They were they were mostly the I
I'm
think it
gonna
was
kick your asses, you two.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
but
you
yeah,
would.
so
I
I would have minded you calling us
their
backup
their
cinnamon
their
rolls.
team name is back up those cinnamon buns because cinnamon buns is funnier.
Well, there you go, I guess.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Oh, good times. I had to. You put cinnamon, so I had to. It was necessary.
but yeah, so
Uh,
let's
that
focus
was
on the
so,
next question.
that was so good.
Number 55 for the brothers. When were basketball invented? A. 1851, B. 1848, C. 1891, or D. 1910.
I cannot take that seriously at all. Oh my god. Alright. uh the final.
See for cinnamon buns.
Dude.
That's
You said C?
thank you, Roy.
All right.
Oh, that's what I got. Roll the stab dice. Alright, I'm gonna go B final.
B and C. B, wrong. C, did it incorrect. It's like 1891.
It's going well for me at least. Alright, that's fair. I'm changing this again. That doesn't even make any sense. At least back up those cinnamon buns is at least funny and makes sense. Back up those cinnamon buns. Alright, that is kind of good. Ooh, 4-star, huh?
Or stars.
Okay, number 56. Hard question for Brownie and Cinnamon. What year did the first World Series in baseball took place? A. 1908, B. 1901, C. 1903, or D. 1910?
Does this mean Roy or is this Malkite?
Malachite, some problems.
Brony, I mean. Alright.
If I remember right, because my uncle would kill me if I didn't know this. Did you say 1903 as an option?
Yeah.
That's my answer.
All right, you said C. Brownie, what do you say? He said D. D, wrong, exactly. C, 1903. But I wonder if there were any world champion series during World War II, since I don't know actually though, but I don't know. Number 52, sorry, 57 for the brothers. When were women allowed to play baseball for first time in the United States? A, 1923, B 1953, C 1943, or D 1963?
You're gonna have to ignore our dad in the background, by the way. Uh, C final.
Is it C? Uh, Roy, what do you go for?
Damn it! Don't give me C. I want to answer something different from Kyle. Thank you. All right. D final.
D ain't wrong. Exactly C. 1943.
I wish you'd stop making every single one of your answers for them C.
Our luck is just that good, Malachite. It's just the natural way of things.
Just wow.
All right, number 58. When were the sport of baseball invented? A. 1899, B. 1839, C. 1879, or D. 1889? And that's for you and Brony.
What were the choices?
1899, 1839, 1879, or 1889?
I'm gonna go with the earliest and say B.
All right, B. Brony, what do you say? He said D. D ain't wrong. B, they needed incorrect, exactly 1839. It's impressive how that actually happened. I mean, my country, we kind of have a sport. Well, I wouldn't say national sport, but it's quite similar to us baseball in the basic and like that, but has not the same name, but it's close. I haven't played that in since wow, since I third grade, something like that. I was so bad in it. Okay, number 59. Hard question for the brothers. When were American football played first time?
Oh,
A. 1920, B. 1925, C. 1930, or D. 1917?
C final.
I swear to God, if you keep getting these right. You fucking with C's. Oh my God. Even this D20, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be C. It's gonna be C. All right. D final.
D ain't wrong. C ain't wrong. It's actually A. 1920.
But honestly, for the for a second, I'm gonna be C again.
Number
Hmm.
60. In United States, before telegraph was invented, were Pony Express used? When was it formed? A. 1864, B. 1869, 18 C. 1860, or D. 1868?
oh my God. What was it? What was it? What was it? Um, 1860 final.
You said C. Brownie, what do you say?
I said 1860.
Yeah, that's C. He says D. D ain't wrong. C. They did incorrect. Exactly 1860. But they didn't even use it for any. Unfortunately, it didn't last long. I think about I think it was either 1 or 3 years. It was only for a short time, but it was impressive how they use That system. Otherwise, otherwise, mail would have taken days or even a week before it can reach from New York to San Francisco by train. Something. It's it was a long time. Okay, number 61 for the brothers. When were the drones first developed? A. 1938, B. 1917, C. 1922, or D. 1955. And this is the brothers.
C final. That's pretty good. This guy.
Oh yeah. Why is it every time you go for C, this D20 also needs to go with C too?
We're just that connected to each other.
Also, it gave me a 2 immediately after, so that's just great. Right. A final.
A and C ain't wrong exactly. B. 1917. So that over 100 years old,
Alright.
that technology. Number 62, trick question for Brownie and Malachite, or Cinnamon. Did Russian royal family Romanov ruled Russia for 450 years? Yes or no?
Hmm. Brony, it's a yes or no. Just so you know.
He said yes.
He says yes. I'll go with no.
No, they did incorrect. Exactly no, they didn't. But they ruled for a long time though. They did, but not 450 years.
How long
Number
exactly? I'm curious.
uh that depends if you last heard of that's actually even and it is a question itself later on if it could last that long.
Oh.
Um but it was a long time. I can say that much. It ended 1918. It ended 1918 and so you know. Number 63. Oh, bye. Dashi. Okay. The re, the Reconquista War, if I'm not pronouncing that name. How long did it last? A. 105 years. B. 320 years. C. 150 years. Or D. 770 years.
Um,
This is your
C.
I put in the that's the name of how they pronounce it. I don't know if it's the correct line though.
Yeah, this is us.
Re yeah
C final.
re C. You said C. Re Conquista War. Hold on, that's not. You said C. What do you say, Roy?
uh, D final.
D.
Yep.
C ain't wrong. D. They didn't correct exactly 770 years,
Sweet.
and that's a long time. If that was like an actual war, like a I don't know, global war, it would have been a long time. Okay, number 64, hard question for Brony and Cinnamon. How long did the Indus Valley civilization last before it fell? A. 220 years. B. 550 years. C 700 years, or D 150 years.
Could you? Can I see that question in private chat by any chance? Hmm. I'll say 700.
You said C.
Yes.
What do you say, Brony? He said A. So A wrong. C 700 years. Deleted incorrect. It's actually 700 years. And here's the thing about that. They there's no way to say it for this, but no one knows exactly what happened. What's the main cause that they just vanished? They did leave behind some writing system, tablets, but as to today, no one has ever been able to has even able to decipher their real language. It's a complete mystery. So no one knows if there were what they actually written on them. So no one knows. Same thing as the Minoans. They also left tons of written uh, clay tablets with their own system on it. No one else has either of this how to read that language. After they fell, they were replaced by another culture, and no one knows what it does. That system or Indus Valley's culture's running is no one else, and it's very unlikely that we would ever found out. I mean, it has been such a long time that each culture that just vanished. No reference anywhere else in other cultures.
Mm.
So no one knows whatever. But interesting how to see those cultures at the time so advanced from based on the in the area they live in, and just seeing how to develop urban civilization and just poof gone without no explanation. But sometimes it happened. Can be natural disasters, war, disease, or just simply famine as well. But it can be multiple reasons. Like the Mayans or Aztecs, the Mayans, for example. No one knows exactly what happened to that. It's also a big mystery. Number 65 for the brothers. Joseph Cugnot, Sugnot, I don't even how to pronounce the name, but invented the first steam powered vehicle in what year? A. 1789, B. 1769, C. 1799, or D. 1739?
C final.
Is it C?
Yep. Uh, I kind of dropped the D20.
But jeez, hold on. We have to go find it. Nope. I need to break that. I don't know. Ambience. Ambience, I'd say.
Hold on. I don't know what the hell the D20 landed on. The chair. It landed on C. Little parts. Uh, just can't have good D20s these days. Oh, I'm re-rolling. All right, B final.
C ain't wrong. B deleted in exactly 17,969. Here's
Wait.
a funny story about here's a funny story about this one. The guy who actually drew this, um, there was one part that he never even had considered being put on it, which were brakes. So it only stopped when they hit a brick wall. So number 66. When were the first electric car, the powered car invented? A. 1842, B. 1822, C. 1832, D. 1852. This is your question, Cinnamon and Brony. Yeah, Brony said D.
Choices.
1842, 1822, 1832, 1822, 1832, and 1852, which were when the first electric powered car was invented.
I'll say 1832.
C. Ding, 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 correct. Exactly C. Among the first electric cars that was used in America was actually taxis. I think it was like New York and San Francisco and all those big cities. Number 67. When did the very first Olympic Games happen in Greece? A. 776 BC, B. 450 BC, C. 380 BC, or D. 620 BC.
Repeat the question.
When did the very first Olympic Games happen in Greece? A. 776 BC, B. 450 BC, C. 380 BC, or D. 620 BC.
All right, C final.
Yeah, C has a. C really is a magnet for the letter C. Swear to God. All right. B final.
B.
Mm-hmm.
C ain't wrong. B. 450 BC. Incorrect. Exactly B. Number 68. Hard question. How long did the ancient Olympic Games last before it was forbidden? A. 820 years. B. 540 years. C. 1169 years. Or D. 950 years.
I'll say A.
You said A. Brony, what do you say? You said A. 820 years. Wrong is actually C. 1169 years.
Why would you
But
go with the same answer as me?
hmm, the reason why it was forbidden, I don't remember exactly, but I believe it was one of the Roman Empire, the emperors that told no wait one of the leaders in Greece by the time, I think it was an emperor or king that forbade it, and it was forbidden for a long time until like 1800s when it was reused. Some of the sports back then was is actually even used today, like uh, throwing spears, running. I think even wrestling. One of those. Oh, I'm like at number 69 for the brothers. How long did the Viking Age last? A. 325 years. B. 458 years. C. 273 years. Or D. 195 years.
Um, can we still be a team despite the fact that Malkai kind of left?
Uh,
I don't see why not.
it's possible that he might just have some connection problem or something. He might be back.
Yeah, we'll just stay a team. I don't feel like going against them right now.
Fair enough. All right. C final.
That's
Is it
pretty
C?
good. You've got like half these points you've gotten because you keep going with C.
I'll knock it till you try it.
B final. And keep going with B because it's damn D20.
B. Wrong. C. Ding ding ding. Correct. Exactly 273 years. Number 70. Trick question for Brownie. Did the Vikings build a permanent settlement in America? Yes or no? He said yes. Wrong. Actually, no. They did build a settlement in Americas, but it didn't last long. No one knows exactly why, but they assumably some of the Native Americans drove them away. So it's that a possibility. Number 71. When did Genghis Khan found his Mongol Empire? A. 1220, B. 1212, 1215, C. 1206, or D. 1208?
Did he get question right? The question right?
No.
Alright.
We're going with C.
I gotta go with D final.
D and C.
Yep.
D. Wrong. C. D. Incorrect. Exactly 1206.
Oh my god.
Trick question 72 for Brony. Did the Mongol Empire last for 285 years before it fell? Yes or no? He said yes. Wrong. Actually, no, it didn't. Number 73. America's first empire. How long did it last before it fell? A. 155 years. B. 210 years. C. 340 years. Or D. 500 years.
C final.
That's good. Alright, let me go. Three, yeah. All right. A final.
A and C. Wrong. It's actually B. A D. 500 years.
Oh well.
Number 74 for Brony. When was the popular sport soccer invented? A. 1883. B. 1872. C. 1863. Or D. 1890. He said C. 1863. Ding ding ding. Correct. It's actually C. Number 72, 75. When did we reach the South Pole? A. 1914. B. 1911. C. 1920. D. 1918.
This is Brony's question, right?
Nope. Yours.
That might. All right. C final.
D final.
Super D.
Uh, B.
D.
D. C and D. Wrong. It's actually B. 1911. 76. For Brownie. The ancient Pueblo city known as Cliff Palace was built by the ancestral Pueblans. When was it built? A. 1190. B. 950. C. 890. Or D. 790. He said A. 1190. Ding ding ding. Correct. Exactly A. Number 77. When were Pueblo City Cliff Palace abandoned? A. 1250. B. 1290. C. 1300. Or D. 1220.
His turn again, right?
Yep.
Uh,
This is your question, guys.
oh shoot, it's our question. Sorry. I thought it was Dash or whoever it was. C final. A final. He's either going with A or B. It's weird.
A. Wrong. C. 1300. D. Incorrect. Question: should I continue to do all 200 or just simply 81?
Um, I think personally you should go with what you were originally going to do, which was 101, and then you could do like part two maybe next week after the Scooby Doo one or something like that.
Yeah, so I can go with 110 then.
Wait, I thought half was like 101.
Oh, sorry.
Because you
Yeah,
did that
we
was
can
the
do.
no. What was the original amount? Actually, was it 101?
When I started, it was 110 originally.
Well, well, actually, yeah, no. In that case, we can do 110. Sure. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Right. All right.
Okay, let's go see where to find the last question we're on. Here we go. Number 78. This is for Brownie. Which school in the United States are the oldest that is still in operational? A. Yale University. B. Howard University. C. Johns Hopkins University. Or D. Columbia University. Is it A? Wrong, exactly. B. Howard University. Number 79. How long did the Little Ice Age last? A. 200 years. B. 900 years. C. 500 years. Or D. 600 years.
C final. I don't know. I'm just gonna go random. B final.
B. Wrong, exactly. C. 500 years. From 1300s to up to
I had to
1800s.
remind ourselves of Brony's answer, so I just put it there. Brony is 10 points away from us. Price.
Number 80. When did Betsy Ross make the first official American flag? A. 1775. B. 1778. Or C. 1777. Or D. 1783. It's yours. Oh, wait, this Brownies
That was
actually. Sorry.
Brony's.
Yeah, this, sorry. Yeah, that Brownies.
That's all right. We're gonna lose track at some
Is it?
point.
Is it A? It's actually wrong. It's actually C. 1777. Number
How come
81.
whenever realize something? Whenever Brony goes after one specific answer, he's usually wrong, but when I do it, it's usually right.
It's just luckier than him, apparently.
It's
Maybe
just the
so.
way. Yes, I don't know.
Number 81. How long were Franklin Roosevelt president of the United States? A. 9 years. B. 13 years. C. 12 years. Or D. 10 years.
C final.
I don't know. I'm just gonna randomly guess, I guess. D final.
D. Wrong. C. 12 years. D. Incorrect. Exactly 12 years.
How do you keep doing this?
I don't know, man.
Kind of
It's
scary,
kind of
though.
scary, actually.
The wrong button. All right, there we go.
Number 82 for Brownie. In which ancient Egyptian dynasty was who built the pyramids of Giza? A. 9th dynasty. B. 4th dynasty. C. 2nd dynasty. Or D. 6th dynasty. He said D. 6th dynasty. Wrong, exactly B. 4th dynasty. Number 83 for the brothers. From which dynasty did Pharaoh Tutankhamun rule before he died? A. 12th dynasty. B. 20th dynasty. C. 14th dynasty. Or D. 18th dynasty.
C final. Let's say that because he kind of glitched out there and I couldn't hear any of it.
12th dynasty,
Nah,
20th dynasty,
guess
14,
anyway.
18.
All right.
This is Pharaohs, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
Pharaoh, Pharaoh King Tut, which dynasty from was when he's from before he died? 12th dynasty, 20th dynasty, 14 or 18.
I think I might know this actually. A final sounds about right.
A and C ain't wrong exactly. The 18th dynasty.
Damn, I
Number
swore there's a
84
lot
for
sooner
Brony.
than that. Oh well.
Number 34 for Brony. How long did Tutankhamun rule before he died? A. 8 years. B. 15 years. C. 25 years. Or D. 10 years.
That card needs to slow down.
He said A. Um, wrong exactly. D. 10 years. And he wasn't even that old when he died. He was around the same as your age, game guy.
Hmm.
He was about 18 years old.
That's very young.
Hmm. But when he died, he had I think, over 100 canes in his tomb. Since he had a lot of medical problems. Since um, since both his parents were brother and sister as parents, which is not okay. But unfortunately,
If I knew how to
the
open
pharaoh
this
family.
window, I would be vomiting out of it.
Yeah, but
Jesus.
this practice of families were actually very common in the ancient Egypt and very acceptable. So apparently, even Pharaoh could marry his own sister or his own daughter and have a kid with them as well. Which, in their mind, to keep the bloodline pure, not to involve any other commons or other noble families in it. This, but each dynasty, there wasn't just one single family. There were multiple different families this in that. But at least one of them, the last one, which where Cleopatra was from, they didn't follow that same practice. But only the earlier pharaohs did follow the same practice because King Tut, he was actually married with his own half sister and even have two daughters with her. But they were both not didn't live long. After King Tut died, that was the end. Well, at the end of his family line. There were no other relatives, but a general took over as a last 18th dynasty ruler. And like I said, the practice of family members stabbing like that was very common in ancient Egypt. But we all know that happens. It's no good. Number 84, 85. How long did the Shao dynasty in China last before it fell? A. 200 years. B. 500 years. C. 800 years. Or D. 600 years.
Hmm. See, final. I don't know. A final.
A. Ain't wrong. C. Did incorrect. Actually, 800 years.
Are you somehow cheating? No.
No.
I don't know why this is working.
Number
What the hell,
86.
dude?
Number 86 for Brony. For Brony. How long did the 18th Egyptian dynasty last before it fell? A. 195 years. B. 320 years. C. 258 years. Or D. 220 years. He said D. Ain't wrong exactly. C. 258 years. Number 87 for the brothers. What year did Sweden got its current royal family? A. 1808. B. 1818. C. 1804. Or D. 1812.
See, final. I swear to God, if you actually get this right, I'm going to lose it. Um, hmm. I don't know. I'm gonna say D. Actually, can I have the answers again?
1808, 1818, 1804, 1812.
Yeah, there's no way it goes out short. I'm gonna go with D. Final.
D and C ain't wrong exactly. B. 1818.
Well, there goes my streak. Dude, we've got 28 points. You don't have to worry about it.
Number 88. When were Michigan State admitted as a state United States?
If
A.
only Malachi
18
were here.
1823, 1845, C. 1883, 37, or D. 1850.
Did you bring this over? Yeah, I brought it over. I thought maybe you want it. I got my D20.
This
Technically,
is your
that's the
question,
one I would
Brownie.
normally use, but
I think you put an answer there. That's D. But was that the one you used before? I honestly don't know.
Did you put D for answer?
we didn't. But Brony put D.
Brownie. Brownie, did you did D? Yeah, said D. Ain't wrong exactly. C. 1837. Number 89. In what year were California admitted as a state to the United States? A. 1872, B. 1855, C. 1831, or D. 1840.
C, final.
Oops. Can't tell what that landed on. I'm re-rolling. That's C.
It just knows.
B final.
B. Ain't wrong. C. You needed incorrect exactly. 1831.
What is going on with this game right now?
I don't know. I probably should make sure that that's not on C next time. Number 90. Hard question. In what year were New Hampshire admitted as a state to the United States? A. 1805, B. 1790, C. 1810, or D. 1788.
Can you say the question again?
This is for Brony.
Oh,
Uh,
I feel like we should take this one though.
I
Wait,
want to be
did
fair,
you get-
Brony.
What question is
He said-
this?
90.
90? No, okay, then it is this question then.
He said B. Ain't wrong, it's actually D. 1788.
Yep, we're an old state.
That's about 245 years.
Like I said, old.
Yeah. Oldest Roy's.
About 250 years. That sounded pretty damn good.
You're actually on steroids right now.
Yes, that's the reason.
Okay, number 91. How long did Sweden rule over Finland?
That happened.
A. 386 years. B. 686 years. C. 786 years. Or D. 486 years.
Well, no one listens with Sweden. C final.
C. All right.
You just say no one messes with Sweden.
I did say that. It's true though.
Well, there you go, I guess. We're on this on the table. B final.
B or D.
B.
B and C. Wrong, exactly. D. 486 years.
Oh! Look at that.
Paint. Oh, he just said.
I don't know.
Number 92. Hard question for Brony. When did Finland declare themselves as independent nation from Russia? A. 1914, B. 1912, C. 1917, or D. 1920? He said A. 1914. Wrong, exactly. C. 1917. Number 93. How long did the Swedish Empire last before it fell? A. 98 years, B. 107 years, C. 110 years, or D. 95 years.
C final. What did you get?
I got a 1. Tastes don't change. Oh, whatever. All right, A final.
A and C. Wrong, it's actually B. 107 years.
Oh, there you go.
Number 94 for Brony. How old were Plato when he wrote about Atlantis? A. 68 years, B. 72 years, C. 67 years, or D. 69 years.
I know it's your turn, but for fun, I'm answering D. Because 69. Oh.
He said D. 69. Wrong, exactly. C. 67 years old. Okay, I'm not so sure you guys know this man. 95. When were Nostradamus born? A. 1498, B. 1505, C. 1510, or D. 1503?
C final.
All right, C. Roy.
I'm up. Let's see what we got. Please don't give me another 1.
Well, it wasn't a 1, but it gave you a 2.
Oh, I mean, it listened.
I love that. Don't give me a 1, gives you a 2.
Okay, Mr. Smartass. Oh, jeez. All right. D20 has a sense of humor, apparently.
It really is my D20.
All right. A final.
A and C. Wrong, exactly. D. 1503.
I don't even care. I just think that's funny.
You know, this man was actually quite famous because he wrote not um, predictions. Something like what things going to happen in the next several hundred years. One is, he don't know, he didn't wrote down the exact year, but there were a lot of one particular event happened. He wrote that a big fire in London, which happened years after he died. He even predicted even World Trade Center to be being attacked, which happened. Scary. His predictions last up to, I think, around 3900 AD. So another several thousand, never several hundred years in the future. Kind of a bit scary though. Number 96. How long did the French king Louis the 14th rule his country before he passed away? A. 65 years. B. 58 years. C. 72 years. Or D. 69 years. And this was Brony.
No.
He says D. Wrong. It's actually C. 72 years. Hard question number 97. King Louis was also known as Louis the Great, but he has another nickname. What was it? A. Great King. B. Sun King. C. Lord of France. Or D. Great Bourbon, the Bourbon King.
All right, C is a legitimately really good name, so I'm just gonna go with C. Final. It's the first time you actually have a reason to go with C. That isn't just go with C. Also, I predict they're gonna get a 3 on that dice.
I swear to God, if it gives me a 3, I'm gonna lose my shit.
He gets a 9.
Oh, he got a 7.
At least it wasn't another A. B, final.
C ain't wrong. B, Sun King. Ding ding ding. Correct. Exactly. It's D. The B,
Are you
Sun
saying
King.
like Sun King or some King?
Sun King.
All right.
I thought it was gonna be some king for a second.
It's just some King.
He's not that important.
Number
Exactly.
98. Okay, you probably heard of this guy or this man, but it's actually Brody's question. But how long did the man in the iron mask spend time in a French prison? A. 25 years. B. 19 years. C. 34 years. Or D. 40 years.
I
I mean,
actually
have you
have
ever
heard
heard?
about this guy. YouTube videos.
Yeah. Um, if you have heard of the Three Musketeers, that was he even part of one of the movies. The thing is, no one knows his real name. Shortly after he died, he was put in a buried and all his belongings was burned. And some rumors, theories, saying that was actually the king's uh, twin brother, and that he was the one that's supposed to be heiring the throne, but not his evil twin. And but he wasn't literally covered in an iron mask. It was only fabric. But the story eventually became that he was wearing an iron mask. So, what do you say, there, Brony? 25 years, 19 years, 34 years, or 40 years? Brony, Oh, seems it's not answering. Maybe you can use a D20 for him.
Roll the dice.
All right, I'm not. I think
Let's see if your luck is luckier for one other person than yourself.
you worded that terribly.
Yeah, I know. Just roll the damn dice.
Well, if getting one number more than what I got previously is luckier, then I guess I am.
Did you get an 8?
Yeah, I got an 8.
So we would have gone with B.
So, what answer was it?
He would have gone with a B.
B. Wrong. Exactly. C. 34 years. Number 99. When were the Dead Sea Scrolls discovered? A. 1935. B. 1960. C. 1947. Or D. 1920.
C final.
Yeah, buddy. Wait, I gotta re-roll that because you already want to see. You already got C. You already got C.
Oh jeez.
Thank you. All right, B final.
B. Wrong. C. Incorrect. Exactly. 1947.
That was the dice's way of saying that was right.
Number 100. How long did the French royal family rule the country before the French Revolution? A. 120. B. 204 years. B. 105 years. Or D. 110 years. And that's for Brony.
Just roll for him again.
All right.
Yeah, I think you can do that.
Brony would have gone with A, which
A.
makes sense. He usually goes with A, but yeah.
A. Wrong. Exactly. C. 100. No, it actually B. 204 years. Number 101. The Order of Knights Templar was important in the Holy Land, and the order was formed year 1119. How long did the order last before it fell? A. 145 years. B. 162 years. C. 193 years. Or D. 176 years.
Um,
C final.
You said C.
I'm rolling.
So while we wait for Roy to roll, how you been doing, Swedish?
I've been doing good. Not for much.
13.
Yeah, we'll be doing all right.
Kyle already went with C.
Did you want to give me a little bit of trouble over there?
Thank you. All right, D final.
D.
Yep.
Wrong. C. Did it incorrect? So 193 years.
You keep getting these right.
By the power of technology. And by technology, I mean just randomly guessing. Same letter. Repeatedly.
102. 102. How many Knights Templar was executed when the order was disbanded? A. 29, B. 54, C. 120, or D. 87?
Oh, let's just go for Brony again. All right. He would have gone with B.
Ding ding ding, correct, exactly 54. B. You know, some of the Knights Templar was actually executed by burned on the stake alive. That's a very cruel punishment. Hard question 103. When the Order of Knights Templar was active, how many knights was part of the order during its peak? A. 11,000, B. 10,000, C. 20,000, or D. 15,000?
C final. B final.
B. Wrong. C. Ding ding ding, correct, exactly 20,000. Number 104. This involves a little bit of astronomy, but not directly. Um, Astronomer Galileo Galilei were in a trial by the Roman Catholic Church for his discovery in 1610. And what kind of punishment was given to him? A. Exiled from Italy. B. Lifetime in prison. C. Executed. Or D. House arrest.
Is this Brolyn's question?
Yep.
All right. I'll just roll from because we actually on. He would have gone with A.
A. Wrong, exactly. D. House arrest. He was house arrest from 1610 until the day when he died. Number 105. Trick question. Were Galileo Galilei 85 years old when he passed away in 1642? Yes or no?
Yes. No.
No, they did incorrect. He was only 77 years old. I mean, I think it was very humane of them to be put in house arrest rather than being exiled or even executed. Back then, the church was the most powerful entity organization you don't want to be cross because a lot of scientific research or scientific discoveries, like what Galileo was or Copernicus in 1400s. Well, let's say they were prosecuted with that. So you didn't want to go against the church. What do you ever do? But now these days you can't do. Well, not because no one will even punish you the same way, but still. 106. How old were the Italian Renaissance painter Leonardo da Vinci when he passed away? A. 72 years, B. 65 years, C. 84 years, or D. 94 years?
C final.
This is Bronies.
Oh, whoops. Well, I guess he's going with C now.
C. Wrong, exactly. B. 65 years old.
All right.
Number 707, hard question. When Leonardo da Vinci passed away, he was living in another European country. And which country did he live in when he passed away? A. Spain, B. Germany, C. France, or D. Ireland?
C final. Hmm. I don't know. Wait, that dice. A final.
A. Wrong. C. France. Incorrect. Exactly. C.
Yeah, I actually did know that, like, because I read about it one time. So
That I didn't know. Hmm. Number 108. When when Leonardo da Vinci was painting his infamous painting The Last Supper, how many years did he spend to work on the painting? A. 3 years. B. 8 years. C. 5 years. Or D. 4 years.
this is his question again. So I'm just gonna 19. All right, he would have gone with D.
Wrong. Exactly. B. A. 3 years. Now, the thing is about Da Vinci. Some of the paintings that he was working on, or he was commissioned to, some of them were never complete. Sometimes when he was working on something and then he got inspiration to something else, so he simply just stopped working on that one and continued another one. So it's well known. Well, if you read about it. 109. Leonardo da Vinci, most famous painting, Mona Lisa, one was stolen from Lowen. In which year did it happen? A. 1928, B. 1911, C. 1935, or D. 1956.
C final. I'm pretty sure this is our me and Roy's, right?
Yeah, it is.
All right, I'm rolling. All right, D final.
C and D wrong. It's actually B. 1911. 110, and the final question originally was a 200, but decided to use this 110 instead. How many years did Leonardo da Vinci
Yeah.
spend to work on his most famous painting, Mona Lisa, until he finished it? A. 12 years. B. 5 years. C. 14 years. Or D. 16 years.
This is actually brownies. All right, get ready for the ultimate D20 toss. This is gonna be the greatest roll you've ever seen in your entire life, Roy. Watch and learn. I'm watching. I'm watching. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be learning, but I'm watching.
He's gonna be. Probably get a one.
Hi. Yeah. Nice six. Thank you. I worked hard to get that six. Yep, you definitely worked hard to get it all right. All right, he would have gone with B.
Wrong. Exactly. D. 16 years.
Well, there you
So he
go, I
won't.
guess.
Well, 35 against
17.
17. Wow.
Damn, we killed it.
Well, I can save the rest for the questions next time. Another time.
All right.
So next time the game show stream will be Scooby Doo for Halloween, not the Saturday or Friday this time. That's gonna be on a Tuesday. Rare occasion, but and it's gonna be two quiz, Scooby Doo and one of my own. Scooby Doo one, I won't be the host. That will be Malachite. So yeah, probably should end stream here since I've passed 3.5 hours. Yikes. Yeah, so since I want to save enough much time as possible, since for Halloween it's gonna be overnight stream. So presumably, well, hopefully at least maybe 8, 9 hours. Who knows? So yeah, has been interesting. Dashi was here, Alakite was here, I left, Brown is here. So until next time, everyone. This is Switch Capital signing off. Bye.
Bye.
And goodbye.